Hello and welcome to this first lecture of this new section on Agile HR case studies in this course, Agile HR. So in this section, we will help you learn more on these case studies of Agile HR applications. And in this particular lecture, we will talk about ING's case of Agile HR application. So more on these case studies of Agile HR applications, and let us start with ING first. So what do you think happened at INGH on applying the Agile HR? So ING is a global banking giant, as you know by now, based in Netherlands, and they undertook a comprehensive agile transformation of as a part of a broader shift towards agility towards for the entire organization. And this restructuring was aimed to make HR more flexible, responsive, and better aligned with rapidly changing needs of the business. So, what did they do? How did they implement agile methodologies in its HR function? Let's take a look at as we go forward now. So, ING started by creating small autonomous HR squads composed of the cross functional teams. Now, these squads were responsible for specific HR processes such as recruitment, talent development, performance management, and others like learning development, etc. Now, each squad was designed to operate independently, similar to agile teams in the software development, and they had clear goals and they were empowered to make decisions quickly, which then led to faster delivery of the HR solutions. So that's how the start happened at ING. So as you and I both know, traditional HR departments often function in silos, where various functions like performance management, recruitment, and payroll operate separately. Now, the ING's agile structuring broke these silos down by promoting collaborations across the departments, right? And HR teams then work closely with business units, uh, aligning their activities directly with these business units to achieve their business or help them achieve their business objectives and deliver more value to the organization. So that's how they broke down the silos. Instead of long-term rigid planning cycles, ING adopted a more iterative approach that is characteristic of Agile. HR process was broken down into shorter sprints, typically lasting a few weeks, and this allowed the teams to focus on delivering tangible results quickly and incorporate continuous feedback from employees and managers. For example, instead of traditional annual performance review, ING implemented ongoing feedback loops where managers and employees could regularly discuss performance, goals, and the development. IG also adopted some of the key roles from Agile framework into the HR functions. For example, uh, they were for each of these squads, they had uh, product owners who were responsible for prioritizing tasks and ensuring that the squads were focused on delivering the most valuable outcome. Then they had scrum masters who facilitated the agile process within the HR squad, ensuring that the team remained focused on the goals, remove obstacles, and maintain high level of collaboration. Scrum masters are the people specialists in running the scrum process, which is one of the key things that you need to do in agile process. And they also had HR consultants who operated as part of the squads, providing expertise on specific areas such as recruitment, employee engagement, or learning or performance management. Then one of the key aspects of ING's agile transformation was the shift towards more decentralized, empowered decision making. HR teams were given the authority to make real-time decisions on key processes, enabling them to respond quickly to the changes in the business environment. And this removed the bottleneck and allowed HR to act as a true business partner to the businesses. It also overhauled its talent management process to align with agile principles. They introduced more flexible career paths and development opportunities that could be adjusted based on employee performance, market needs, and business priority. And what did this was this helped ING nurture talent more effectively, offering employees the opportunity to grow and develop skills in real time rather than waiting for annual reviews or rigid training programs. So, more flexible and adaptive talent management. Then the Agile HR in the ING placed a strong emphasis on data driven decision making. By using real time data and analytics, HR team could monitor employee engagement, uh, performance, and other key matrices. And this allowed them to make timely adjustments to the HR processes, ensuring that the organization's people strategies remained aligned with evolving business goals. So, data driven HR helped them tremendously. Then, Agile HR at AG centered around creating a positive employee experience. They developed HR processes that were employee centric, ensuring that they address real employee needs, whether it was around career development, well being, or performance feedback. And this approach resulted in more engaged employees who were empowered to make ownership of their careers. Adopting Agile also required them to make a significant cultural shift, and the HR teams worked on to instill Agile values like collaboration, flexibility, continuous learning throughout the organization. And this change was critical to ensuring success of the Agile transformation as it encouraged employees and managers alike to embrace a mindset of constant improvement and adaptability. So that's how the cultural transformation shift happened at ING. So, what were the key outcomes from all these initiatives in implementing Agile HR? By adopting the Agile HR, ING significantly reduced the time it took to roll out the new HR initiatives or make adjustments to existing ones. The continuous feedback loops and employee-centric approach foster the more engagements and better satisfaction. And HR became more aligned with the overall business strategy, helping ING to attract, develop, and retain the right talent in a rapidly changing financial landscape in their industry. So ING's agile HR transformation has been widely recognized as a success, helped the company create a more adaptive and innovative HR function capable of meeting the demands of the fast-paced global banking environment. So what do we do next? So having looked at ING case study, we will look at one of the big consumer goods giant called Unilever in the next lecture. So thank you so much for watching this first case study on Agile HR case studies in this course, Agile HR. I hope you're continuing to learn new things, continuing to enjoy. And I do look forward to see you again in the next lecture. Please feel free to download the PDF file and take a look at some of the data that I have presented to you in more detail.